Hello and welcome back. This is the top 3 responses to games you love on systems you don't. Notice, I said games you love on systems you don't, as in don't love. Not hate, not dislike, you just don't love them as much as some of the others. But so many people interpreted it to mean hate, and I don't know where that came from. I didn't say it in the video, it wasn't in the title. I'll admit that that was my original title before I made it live, but I switched it because I was afraid that people would think that I really meant hate. I didn't, but they still interpret it that way, so whatever. If you did see that title, let me know. I'm just curious if somehow it made it live, even though it shouldn't have. Now, I got several responses this week, and they were posted to my Facebook page. I'll show you them right here. We've got Slashers Elite, Goodwill Hunter, Guardian Dog. For some reason, this is Weekend Game Guy 1. His picture disappeared. It was on there when I first posted it, now it's gone. I don't know why that is. This is Crow 111, Electric Adventures, Mark Vahir, or Lactobacillus Prime, I hope that's how you pronounce it, the Sega Stoner, Steve Benway, Andrews Games Display, and Retro Rewinder was the first video posted on the page. So, thanks to all of you guys. If there's anybody I missed, I apologize, but these are the only responses I know about. Now, the first video I'm going to show you, based on the people that liked the videos, is Retro Rewinder. Here he is.
But I did some thinking, and I decided to pick 2 for the computer. The first being Fallout 2. This is a lot of memories playing with my brother. He came back from the Navy with this game, and we would play it all the time. So that's my first choice. My second choice for the computer is The Incredible Machine, which was a game where you had to build Rube Goldberg devices to accomplish simple tasks, but with trampolines, rockets, that kind of. So that's the second game I'm choosing. That was back in elementary school when I played that. But I grew up not really playing computer much. It was mostly console-based stuff. So those are the 2 for the computer. The third game I'm choosing is for the original Xbox. It's a system I do like, but I don't really collect for much now. But the game is Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, one of my favorite games of all time. Again, played this with my brother a lot, so it's got a lot of fond memories.
I actually expected a lot more people to choose the PC, for obvious reasons, but I guess they didn't consider it a system the same way an 8-bit computer is a system, or a console is a system. In any case, those are some pretty good choices. Thank you very much, Retro Rewinder. And next up, we have the Sega Stoner, who was crafty enough to vote for his own video, which in my world counts. So next week, when you're voting for other people's videos, make sure you click like on your own as well. Here we have the Sega Stoner's choices.
Well, I'm just going to do it off the top of my head. In no particular order, I'm going to say I love Smash Brothers for the N64. I hate the N64. I like Knights of the Old Republic 2 on the Xbox, but I hate the Xbox. And I like Fable on the Xbox, but again, I hate the Xbox.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Thank you very much, my good friend, the Sega Stoner. You chose the N64, which was by far the top vote getter in both comments and video responses. The second highest vote getter was, well, is featured in this next video by Weekend Game Guy 1.
When I really got to thinking about it, there was one that stood out, and that's the original Xbox. I really honestly don't particularly care for it. I never liked the controller. The hardware was buggy. Mine crashed a lot. I went through 2 or 3 that were given to me because people had some that crashed and broke, and I managed to fix them and stuff like that. Anyway, here are my 3 games that I enjoyed on the Microsoft Xbox. Alright, number 3 would have to be Doom 3. I'm a big Doom fan, and Doom 3 was a pretty cool retelling of the Doom story. Now, it's a departure from the original storyline in a lot of ways, and they added stuff to kind of carry a little bit more of a narrative. But overall, I think the game was fun. I enjoy it, and it's one I love to pop in and just play from time to time. My number 2 is another first-person shooter. It was Painkiller Hell Wars, and this game is a little bit off the beaten trail in a lot of ways. I really didn't hear a lot of people talking about it after its release, which is unfortunate. I think the game's a lot of fun. They had a lot of really cool dynamics in it. You know, the ability to like pin your enemies to walls and stuff like that. The game itself's a lot of fun, and I personally really enjoy it. The final game I'm going to choose is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and let's face it, I think in terms of American RPG, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was really a great game. it established something that was pretty awesome, and I think addictive. I mean, I know for a fact that I failed a class in college because I quit going so that I could stay home and finish the game.
Well, now I actually have a reason to buy a game for the Xbox I have sitting over there, as I have only one for it now that I will probably never play, and I only have it because it came with it. Thank you very much, Weekend Game Guy 1. Now, since this video is so short, I did actually have a favorite this week that did not get a single vote by anybody but me, and I thought it deserved more votes. This is from Goodwill Hunter, who has, in my opinion, if you go watch his original video, it's exactly what I had in mind when I started thinking about how responses would be done to this video. So please check him out. Here is a condensed version of his video.
We've got the Neo Geo CD, the 32X, and when you show the 32X, it has to be in this awful, awful setup. Why does it need so much power? And last but not least, it's a handheld. It's the Atari Lynx POS 5000. It's a piece of shit. For the Neo Geo CD, I chose Last Blade 2. It's a very, very fun and exciting game. I'm not really heavy on special moves like Hadokens, but it definitely is a great game. SNK, always bringing us those good fighting games. For the 32X, I picked Knuckles Chaotix. This game is, if you have a 32X, you owe it to yourself to find this game. I know it's not as cheap as some of the other ones, but it's a really great game. It doesn't play like a traditional Sonic game, but it's got a weird mechanic to it. I can't explain it. You have to play it to know exactly what I'm saying. So I highly recommend you pick up Knuckles Chaotix. The Atari Lynx, though, it was really hard. I don't really own too many Atari Lynx games, but the ones I do own, I did own a copy of Ninja Gaiden 3, The Ancient Ship of Doom. Now, the Atari Lynx is garbage, and this game is not as good as the Nintendo version, but it's pretty good on a handheld system that's a piece of crap. So, I highly recommend. It's still challenging as ever, and especially on the Lynx, it's even more challenging. Ninja Gaiden 3.
So there you go, guys. Those are the top 3 responses as voted on by my Facebook followers. And thank you to those of you that follow me on Facebook. I've got a lot of stuff on there that never makes it to my channel here on YouTube. And by liking me on Facebook, it brings more attention to the video responses like this. And thanks to Goodwill Hunter for, like I said, making what I imagined as the perfect response to my video. So there you go. I will see you guys next week with a new question. Thanks for watching.